When I was 9 years old, on my 9th birthday, my mom took me to this place called Children's Health Council in Walnut, where is it called? In Palo Alto, which is right next to Stanford University, Stanford Hospital, Stanford Medical Center, I think. And I was diagnosed with infantile autism at the age of 9. And that's all they could figure to diagnose me with. That's what my mom wanted, and so that's what they diagnosed me with. And then years later, I was diagnosed back in 1992. And then in 1996, I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, and then again with PDD-NOS. And then, but when I was 11 years old, my mom took me to the head of psychiatrics in Kaiser Permanente. And what happened is that they said I had clinical depression, so they prescribed me Prozac, which is a normal medications you give out first time. And so basically, I was on that for a while. I got sick, and so they took me off of it. And I remember being depressed, really depressed again, and crying. And so they put me on Zoloft. And Zoloft worked pretty good. I liked Zoloft. Zoloft made me kind of smiley and just kind of be pretty good. I was a pretty good boy on Zoloft. And then what happened is that when I was my mom for some reason took me off Zoloft, and then I was depressed again. And then what happened is that my mom found that, well, she had a new husband and he was abusing me, and so basically I was kind of having a hard time. And so I was put on Tegretol and Haldol, and that just made me angry and upset. It didn't solve my mental illness. It made me angry and upset. And it gave me a bad headache too. Couldn't sleep, barely eat. Made me very thin and scrawny. But then what happened is that my mom had enough of me, and so she sent me to my aunt's house to live in Vernonia, Oregon. And then what happened is that I started doing really well. I see a psychiatrist now and then, and I got everything I needed. And it was a nice, stable environment. My aunt was really nice. My uncle was okay, but my aunt was pretty nice. I had to spend a lot of time with my cousin. But then problems happened, and I had behaviors again. So they said my aunt couldn't handle me anymore, so she sent me back to my mom, and it just kind of got worse and worse again. So my mom sent me to CPC Walnut Creek, which she I basically went there, and then I was sent to CPC Walnut Creek. And while I was there, there's this other girl that was there that was in a custody battle. And the custody battle was between her parents. Her father was abusive, but he had established household. He had normal had custody of her, but he was abusive. And her mother was a nice woman, had a nice boyfriend and stuff, but they were really nice, but they didn't have an established household. But they're trying to see exactly if the father had a good household and see if he trying to see if he's abusive or not. But they couldn't find anything abusive about him that they could prove other than what the girl was saying. So they didn't believe the girl. They just saw that he was this okay guy. So they sent her to him, which I got to witness. But then what happened is that I got sent to and Heart to Heart, which is a group home system in Carmichael, California, which is a suburb of Sacramento. And then what happens? I put in maybe I'll try this in another video.